Before we jump into the podcast today, if you catch yourself coming back on the regular and you like the content that I push out, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Go ahead and like it, share it, tell your friends and family about me. You know, it doesn't cost money just to subscribe, and it doesn't hurt you to, leave a like here and there. Obviously, this is probably just some background noise for some of you guys as you're driving and as your wife's in the fucking passenger seat texting another dude and your kid's glued to an iPad, but that's okay. I'm here for you. But with that being said, welcome back to my Nofilter Podcast, everybody. I'm not going to lie. I actually tried recording one this morning at 8 a.m., and it kept telling me there was a malfunction within the USB, so I don't know. I was just not having it this morning. Got like 30 minutes into one of the podcasts, and that really sucked. And since it's two different audio files, I really don't want to try jamming them together. It kind of just sounds like a waste of time. Oh, it's Friday! Ugh. Every day this week has felt like a Friday for me because I have yet to go back to work. I was going to jump into the work week Wednesday, but because I have to go and talk to HR and stuff and like re-enroll me back into my workplace and insurance and shit, we had to set up an appointment, so I go back Monday, which is exciting. Very excited to go back to work. I miss my friends that I work with, so I'm excited to see how things go there. I kind of want to address a topic that I guess for some people sparked concern. Only like 3 or 4 people. Yes, I'm doing okay. Like I'm fine. Nothing's wrong, and yeah, only because my I guess it sparked concern when I was saying that I wasn't giving people the amount of time that they deserved, or like that's where I fucked up at, and I was just sharing on what you as a person out there can be doing better. And most definitely don't have to do what I did, right? Yeah, spreading love and joy all over the place, and that is the thing about me. So just I'm fine, and that's all that matters, and that's all that should matter. And behind every fake smile is a fucked up joke, right? So at some point, you'll probably just hear something so outrageous on this podcast that you're gonna be like, "Damn, there might be something wrong with this kid." But I'm okay, I promise. No, but on other news, I just got my first Nofilter Podcast shirt made. I'm very excited to announce that. I teamed up with my good friend Molly. She just started her own shirt-making business. And obviously, if you or a loved one is interested in a Nofilter t-shirt, go ahead and just let me know. Obviously, some of the subscribers are my friends, and some of them are like random-ass people. So if you're a random-ass person listening to this podcast and you want a t-shirt, just go ahead and say something in the comment section. If you comment you want one, no one else can see it because I have my comment section hidden per request. And yeah, I'm excited though. The t-shirt though is a little small, makes me look a little fat. And I don't know, just makes me. It squeezes me around my lats too much, and I feel like it makes me look like I have man boobs, and I don't know. I'll have to plug a photo into this thumbnail or something so you guys could see. And I don't know, it's kind of like low-key embarrassing, but we'll just move up to a medium next time, right? That's no big deal. But me, Braden, and his brother Riley were fucking walking around Target last night because they were getting something, and I also need a chapstick, which I'll come back to. And there was these 3 guys behind me going, "The Nofilter Podcast? Bro, you need a shirt like that. Oh, my God." And I'm not going to be like, "It's my merch. Go ahead and buy it." You know, like, I'm not that kind of guy. But they took photos of it and videos, and I felt awkward as fuck, I ain't gonna lie. They're like, "Bro, you need a shirt like this." And I should have said something, but I don't know. It's a most definitely a trial run, so it's not the best design out there, but it's getting my feet in the water for something that I'm looking forward to doing. I'm more of like a hoodie guy nowadays. As much as I like to show my body off in the gym, I don't like to show my body off outside of that unless I know you. That's the curse that comes with fucking body dysmorphia. I don't know. It's weird as fuck. Hang on, give me a second. I'm gonna put some chapstick on my lips are chapped as fuck. Hang on. So yesterday at Target, my lips were so chapped. I was so desperate for fucking chapstick. And I found this. You guys know the brand, all the female listeners out there, which there's actually quite a few. That blows my mind. I think it's like 25% of my listeners are female. Or 18 to 25. That's wild as fuck. So thank you for listening, even though I say some wild shit. But I bought this ELF lip balm. Strawberry. And dude, this shit does not wash off in the shower. All my male listeners out there, if you've ever like... Remember back when you first started jerking off and you would like come and it wouldn't shoot? It would just like volcano-like. All the dudes are nodding their head yes, and all the females are like, "What is he talking about?" No, like you would like it would spill over like a volcano explosion, right? And then you would try to rinse it off, and it would turn into like a spiderweb texture. That's what this is like on your lips, and I don't understand. This was $4.38 for this little fucking tube of chapstick. It's ridiculous. I can't believe I paid that much, dude. I feel like a retard. But it is good. It does smell amazing. I prefer Carmex. 100%. And that and Burp Bees. Burp Bees, am I saying that right? It's not Burp Bees, but like Burt Bees. Those are one of the two best ones. There's another one out there, and it's alright. It's like just your average chapstick. Oh boy, but yeah. Forgot I gotta plug this in. If you are interested in a custom T-shirt, or a Nofilter Podcast T-shirt, don't be scared to, like I said, say something in the comment section so I could pass that off to my good friend Molly. It could be nothing disrespectful or rude that she has to make because her parents are not about that lifestyle. They're very religious, okay, and I mean that respectfully. They're religious. I respect it. You respect it. We're all happy, right? And I say that because there's this one time last Halloween where me and Claudia went to go visit my friend Jacob. And I can't remember what we went there for. It was Halloween. I think we were moving some furniture for him. I could be wrong. I'm trying to think of what I went there for, but we'll just say we were moving furniture. And he goes, "Hey, you guys want a beer while you're here?" I said, "Sure." So he passes me a White Claw. I won't lie, White Claws aren't really like a beer to me. It's so carbonated. To me, it could be labeled as a soda. I don't know. I think it's like a 3% alcohol percentage. I'm drawing blanks right now. Holy fuck. It's a 3% alcohol percentage, I believe, and it's just more. It's a seltzer, right? Like that's what they're calling it these days. I don't know. And so I had one, and so we finished moving this fucking piece of furniture. And he goes, "Hey, you guys want one for the road?" I said, Sure, why not? I'll take one for the road. So, I'm not going to drink it on the road. But I opened it up when I got to my friend Molly's house. And like I said, they're religious. I didn't know what the rules were. So I was like, I'm just going to drink it here. So I could just toss the can here and get home, right? She only lives like 3 minutes from my house. And we're drinking it. Me and Chloe were drinking these drinks in her house really quick. We're not like passing it around. It's not a fucking joint at a frat house or a hooker at a strip club. It's just a White Claw, a raspberry White Claw. And I guess her mom got like so pissed off at me, not at Claudia, but at me because I brought this liquid into their household. Her dad didn't really give a fuck though, which was nice. I love her dad, dude. Her dad's that dad we all need. He's a pastor. A pastor. Pastor. Hang on, we're gonna look this up. I don't think I'm saying it right. I think it's a pasture. I think I've always said this word wrong. Now that here we go. Pastor. We're gonna slow this down a little bit. Pastor. He's a pastor. That doesn't sound right. Where the fuck's the O? Pastor. This is one of the things that like legit scares me, right? Because I genuinely want kids. I don't know like what it was. Like I recently just held my first like baby, And ever since then, I want a kid. I want to have like the little harnesses, and like as I'm walking, I want to make him look like he's walking. You know, I want to do the whole fucking 9 yards with the baby. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm scared that the baby's gonna come out as retarded as I am. I'm gonna fucking like me and my baby are gonna learn how to read together. Like that's how bad this is. We're both gonna start taking like pronunciation classes. And they're like, Daddy, what is this? I'll be like, shit, bro, go ask your mom. I have no idea. And that's I think like before I was just scared because I was not able to love myself growing up. So I was like, why would I bring a kid into this world if I can't love myself? But now I've like hit this weird stage in life where it's like I've accepted all the things I've done, and I'm able to like, for the most part, love and support myself. There's days where it's like, oh, an all-time low, but like most days are pretty good, right? And I feel like now that's the only thing holding me back from a kid is is it going to come out as dumb as me? Like, I ain't going to lie to you. Like, I remember just, shit, man. Okay, for example, they would give us a book we would have to read for like an assignment, right? Like there was only like a few books I genuinely liked, like The Green Mile, Mr. Tom, stuff like that. Jack the Ripper. That book's fucked up. My grandma's got the original one. That book is fucked. But like they would like make us read like stupid fucking books, and I would spend more time looking for a summary of the book than I would if I would have actually read the book and obtained some sort of knowledge, right? And I don't know. I'm scared I'm gonna put my kid through that life of struggle. Trust me, But I think on a decent note, I'd be a good dad. No, I think I'd be a pretty good dad. I like to think I would at least. But oh man, I don't. And that's also like another thing where it's like if I had a daughter though, I would be too protective. I think I'd be way too protective to like let her live her life. You know, like that classic dad look. I'm gonna go out and buy a 12 gauge shotgun. Never have shot it. I only have like one round in a chamber type shit, and like it would just be for a scare tactic. You know, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm low key scared as fuck to shoot a shotgun. I've never shot one, and I don't plan on it. I've seen people dislocate their shoulders. I've seen people like fucking bruise their half of their chest, their shoulder, and their neck because they don't hold the shotgun right. And I just feel like I would be that dumbass to do so. Like my massage therapist, she recently just like tore her rotator cuff because she didn't hold the shotgun right and ended up fucking hurting herself. So shout out to her. She does an amazing job even when she is hurt. But fuck, man, more balls than me. On other news, I've been writing a little bit more jokes for my stand-up and how I want to approach them. And I ended up scrapping a lot of it. Kind of like I'm back to ground zero with where I was at, right? And it's deleted. I can't get that back. The jokes are still in my mind, of course. But there are some jokes on that paper that I truly felt like if I were to say them, it's not that I wouldn't get a laugh out of them or a boo. I feel like I would be expressing myself too much. And I try to express myself. I'm very hard-headed when it comes to my opinions and stuff. But I think it's also in the sense of maybe one day I'll say them, but for my current goal, probably not. Just to protect me a little bit more than what I wanted to, right? That's some real shit. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, Braden's texting me right now. He's trying to... I'm supposed to send Caden a picture of my ball sack. But yeah, I think I'm going to wait out on those jokes a little bit. I'll probably come back and rewrite them. Dude, my fucking ear hurts, man. I don't know what I did to my ear, but like everybody right now who's listening to this podcast, whether you're driving, cooking, holding a baby, solving a puzzle, sketching a crime scene, everybody like feel the earlobe. Feel your earlobe if you got them, right? And then take your index finger, move it up the side of your ear to the top, to the very tippity top. You get the max peak of your ear. Now come straight down. You know, like where it folds in, you go down over the first bump and slightly to the right. That's where it hurts. It feels like I got my shit pierced. I think I got a pimple or something inside my ear, dude. That fucking hurts, god damn it. One of my biggest pet peeves is I have no acne anywhere else but on my face. And it's like, that's the first thing people see is my face. And they're like, oh, he's probably got acne on his back. I'm just assuming, right? I'm just assuming. But dating, 100% harder with acne on your face. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Like, I think, personally, my acne scars are a huge turnoff. And it's just like, my body, the rest of it's smooth, I promise. But then there's like, sometimes I'll get like random fucking nose pimples, dude. But those ones are the best ones to pop, as gross as that sounds. Because you can't see it, it doesn't like, and once you pop it, there's like a sense of relief, and you like, when you squeeze it hard enough, you get all of it out the first push. Like, you don't have to come back later and fucking look at it. And then the ear ones are also the worst. The most sensitive, I would say. I'm just gonna sip my water a little bit as I stroke my shit. I'm just gonna leave it uncapped. I'm going to hope to God I don't fucking spill it. I've been on a spilling spree with everything I've touched lately, so I feel like this is a Debbie Downer podcast. I truly apologize as of right now, everybody. I do know this is like my 5th time trying to record a podcast today because for whatever reason, it just didn't want to work out, man. It's been a rough week. Technology-wise and the shit just going on at home, it's been a rough week. I'm excited to get back to work. When did I get a stain on my sweater? It doesn't stink. What the fuck is this? Oh, you know what? I had Chipotle the other day. That's cool. What the fuck? But no, I'm excited to get back to work and make more money and all that good shit. I rather get a paper cut on my ball sack than have to relive this week on any fucking circumstance. Like, that's how bad this week was, to put in perspective. But then again, you know, I'm readjusting, so it's not gonna come that easy. One of the debates me and Braden were, it wasn't really a debate, but it was most definitely a conversation, right? I was like, yes, alone with my thoughts, and I was telling this to Braden, and he goes, hey man, just go beat your shit, like, you know, go jerk off, go bust a nut, and I'm like, wasn't really in the mood for that. I personally only jerk off to make sure my balls stay empty, like, I don't know what it is, man, fuck, I'll be honest, like, it's hard for me to genuinely get something out of masturbation, right? Because I only jerk off to genuinely like one thing. I'm not gonna like throw my whole fucking life out there, so I'll stop it at that. But I only jerk off to like one thing, and that's fine. But I just don't like get the same sensation as I would if I was to fuck somebody, or get head or a hand job, like. Someone else give me a hand job? Fantastic. But me doing it myself, it's just like, same trucks, different miles, you know? Like, what the fuck? And Braden's like, nah, I normally go and I beat my dick when I'm angry or irritated. And I'm like, that's not how you should be channeling your emotions. You shouldn't get angry and your first thought should be like, I'm going to go beat my shit, you know? Like, what the fuck? I think it's a very unhealthy way to handle how you feel. And not to mention, like, that it would require effort, because I think also, like, when you're supposed to jerk off, you're supposed to be in a good headspace, right? Because if you're not, like, you don't, like, there's people who have rape fantasies out there, and I most definitely am not one of those people. I don't think I could ever pretend to rape somebody, but there's people who have rape fantasies out there, and that, in my opinion, is unhealthy as fuck. Like, look that shit up on, like, the internet. It's real. It gets millions of views. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm looking it up right now. Hold on, everybody. I'm looking up rape fantasy. Incognito. Don't show this again. Okay. We're going on to Pornhub. Pornhub, one of the safest websites you can use to get your edge on. Not sponsored. I should be sponsored, though. That was fucking fantastic. Oh, shit. So I just clicked on something I didn't want to. Rape fantasy. How you spell? What the fuck? Just go look up rape. I feel like I'm on a yeah, you know what? It gave me a warning that could be for non-consensual. I'm pretty sure there's videos out there, though, with rape. I swear to God, they're going to be like, did you look up rape on Pornhub? I'll be like, it was for my podcast, officer, I promise. Go listen to the podcast. But where was I going with this topic? People who, like, jerk off to that or, like, have that idea, it is so unhealthy. Because, like, you know, like, their intention behind it's fucking god-awful. I can't remember how I was trying to wrap that topic up like you should with your cock. Condoms. Use them. All right? Real shit. Not sponsored. Although I should be. You know who should really sponsor me? Dunkin' Donuts, bro. But the thing is, I think they should really change their slogan. American runs on Dunkin'? Really? Bullshit. The last time I seen an American run was for a Black Friday deal. That was about it. Like, come on. You never see anybody out running anymore. If you see someone, like, riding a bike, it's motorized. We just gotten that fucking lazy to where we can't, like, pedal a bike. Am I saying I'm just as guilty, I should say. Right? I'm just as guilty. Fuck that. But, like, I did my time. I rode a bike. I walked everywhere, you know? But there's people out there where it's like they've never done it in their life, and you could tell. There was this one guy the other day, and I overheard his conversation with this one lady. He goes, well, back in my day, we had to do so-and-so on foot. And I'm like, bro, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, you don't look like you did anything on foot. You don't look like you did shit on foot. And he was like that typical old white guy, you know, and that shit, like, pisses me off, you know, like, sorry, I had to pick up my cap. Oh, God, dude, Illinois' weather, man, holy fuck. My feet are frozen right now. On my feet, I'm wrapped up like your mother would be, in a hoodie, boxers, and a blanket wrapped around my legs, covering my feet, like your mom would be on Christmas morning. As you unwrap those gifts, and she, like, fake smiles, knowing she just maxed out her credit cards again for the third time this year, and your dad's in the bedroom crying because he doesn't know how he's going to pay the mortgage next month. But you're like, fuck yeah, Nerf gun! Like, some real shit. Real shit. And I think normalize telling your kids. That's why I never really got behind the whole Santa thing. But I understand it, right? Because if your parents did it for you, why wouldn't you want to do it for your kid, right? I can't wait to do the whole Santa thing, you know? Eat the cookies, blame it on somebody else. Like, I already do that as it is. Difference is, I'm not blaming Santa. I'm blaming the neighbor, you know? I don't know, like, if I'm broke, I'm just going to tell him, I'm going to pull my kid to the side, you know? Like, maybe when he's 10 or 11, like, look. What is the average age that a kid finds out that Santa's not real? I'm going to look that up. What is the average age a kid finds out about Santa? There we go. Discovered the... What the fuck? Is this what I'm looking for? Oh, okay. We talked to over 1,000 parents and discovered that the average age at which a child grew out of Santa's story is 8.5 years. By the age of 9, 62% of children no longer believe, and by 10, when they are in the last year of primary school, more than 4 in 5 children know the truth. At what age should a child stop believing Santa? The average age that children stop believing in Santa is 8. Okay, we already know that. Is 12 too old to believe? There is no such thing as being too old to believe in Santa, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy. Well, you'd be really fucking disappointed when you're fucking 58 and no one's putting money on your pillow, wouldn't you? How to tell your 11-year-old there is no Santa. Say something like this. The Santa that you see in books and movies and stories. And, oh my God, it sounds exactly what my dad told me. Or my brother when I was like 6. I'm pretty sure it was my brother. How I found out Santa wasn't real was my mom was still around at the time. I want to say I was like, God, dude, this one's hard because this is really the only memory I have. I want to say I was 6 or 7 years old, and we were living in the city still, and deep suburb city, whatever, that weird gray area, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody who knows. And my brother woke me up. He goes, hey, come here. Let's go in the hallway really quick. And the way our tree was set up, you would walk out into the hallway, and you'd make a right, or if you were to make a right, it would take you straight to the door. But if you made a right and a quick left, it would take you into the kitchen. Or if you made just a straight left, it would take you right into the living room. And you could see the tree you could see that whole tree section from the hallway, but you couldn't see there because the way the angle was, right? And so my brother showed me my parents putting the presents underneath the tree at age like 7. And yeah, from then on out, I just pretended like I thought Santa exists. I wasn't really mad that they didn't tell me. Like I understood the idea, right? But then I pretended that I didn't know who he was or like the situation until like I was 12. And my dad tried addressing it to me, but then I was like, I thought you thought he was real, so I didn't say anything to protect you. You know, like I'm talking like that weird thing where it was just like a huge misunderstanding. It was wild as fuck. And my brother Bobby's like, no, you believed him. Don't lie. I'm like, bro, you literally ruined it for me when I was 7 years old. How the fuck am I supposed to believe it when I saw them putting the presents? You know what I also never understood is people are so poor at hiding the wrapping paper. Like, what the fuck? Like my brother's like, if you don't believe me, look in the shoe closet. And, like, you move the coats back, and there's the fucking wrapping paper they use. Like, you couldn't get rid of the evidence. Like, when are you going to use this wrapping paper again? Oh, that's right. Santa's going to use the same shit next year, huh? Just, like, like that was, that's how I found out Santa wasn't real. I wasn't upset, though. I wasn't upset. I was more upset with my brother because I don't think I was ready to face on the world, like, full steam ahead like that, but that's kind of like what it was. Because I feel like once you find out Santa's not real, you're kind of just like, well, fuck. Now the rest of the holidays are useless. Where the fuck's Cupid at? No wonder I don't have love yet. But you're only like 7 years old, you know? Candy Crush Saga. I don't even play that game. The fact that my phone sent me a notification blows my fucking mind. But anyway, say something like this. Santa that you see in books, movies, and in stores is a person in costume. People dress up in Santa costumes to remind us of someone who lived long ago called Saint Nicholas, who secretly gave money to people who needed it. Oh, is that where that came from? I don't know. I at least had hope that maybe there was someone out there fucking just buying gifts and giving them out. How do you explain a tooth fairy isn't real? Probably the same way you would explain that Santa's not. There's some people, like, I shit you not, there was one time me and my dad, we were walking in Walmart. It was December 19th, I believe. It was like it was really close to fucking Christmas. I shit you not. We've never seen this dude before. And, like, belly like a Santa Claus, the hair and the beard like a Santa Claus, like the whole 9 yards. I don't know if that's what he was shooting for. And, like, he was kind of dressed up, right? Kind of like, oh, it's just some, like, older big dude, but never saw that dude again. And then, like, next year, that same time of the year, we saw that same exact dude, the same exact clothing, and I was just starstruck. I was like, holy shit. If this dude actually exists, I need to ask him for a fucking GT 500 Mustang. Like, there was a moment where I got a little paranoid. I was like, holy fuck, these people do exist, and I've just been missing out on all these bang-up gifts I could have been getting. You know how pissed I'd be if Santa got me a treadmill? Like, you think I do cardio, Santa? Give me creatine. Steroids, you know, shit like that. But, nah, I stopped believing pretty early on because of my brother. But, like I said, I don't beat him up for that. God damn. I totally lost myself in this podcast. I have no idea what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, hurt my lats, dude. I hurt my lats again. I don't know how I did it, but I did it to both my lats. So if I overreach too far, it's like I have 2 pinched nerves in my fucking lats. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm not very happy about it. It's also tax season, by the way. Before I jump into the tax thing, which nobody should pay taxes this year. If you owe money to the IRS, just say you forgot. Or don't answer the phone. Don't answer the door. Like, rent a center. Who the fuck's who's renting furniture these days? Don't rent furniture. I'm telling you right now, do not rent furniture, god damn it. Buy furniture either with your credit card or that has preferably low interest, or buy it outright. Do not rent furniture. Oh my god, I cannot just I was just talking to one of these people I met in school in school, and they were moving to a different state. Oof. Rough. Damn, I lost my... Oh, and they're like, would it be smart to rent furniture? And I told her, no. Do not rent furniture, you fuck. You rent furniture, they're going to own you for the rest of your life, and there's nothing you could do about it. So, yeah, a little tip from the wise. I've never done it. If I buy, like, a big expense, like my bed, was $3,000. I think that I think it's way too high. I think it was a $3,000 bed. I put that on my credit card because I've built a really good relationship with Capital One, and I hate the multiple step verification process. Like, when I bought it, it was pending for like fucking 6 days, and I didn't know that because Capital One was sending me emails like, is this you, is this you, is this you? And then they sooner or later just called me, and I was at work, so I had to return a call. I was on hold for like 40 minutes, and like, can you verify this and this and this? And what is the name of your first animal or some shit like that? And oh my god, it was a process. But I'm very thankful for that credit card company. Because obviously when you make big purchases like that, you want to have security restrictions. Especially like all my cards and all my information has security restrictions like that, which I have to update at some point because it has all my old information on there. But if you're going to fucking buy furniture, do it through a credit card or buy it outright. Don't be stupid. I mean, fuck, go to IKEA, dude. Buy a shitty table for like a year and a half. Like, I bought this table that I use, my kitchen table. I bought it for like $100. I didn't think I was even going to still have it. But the reason why I haven't bought a new one is because I'm waiting to buy a house. When I buy a house, I'll buy a new one. I won't buy like a glass table or anything. Nothing too fancy. I think like, as weird as it's going to sound, I really like the bench idea, right? So instead of being chairs, it's like a bench connected to the table. So you don't have to pull the fucking thing in or out, and like if you're hammered, you could just lay down on the bench. You don't have to even get up. I've always fucked with that design, like a bench on one side and 2 chairs on the other, but those can be kind of pricey. So I'm just wearing everything out that I have now till I desperately have to buy a new one. It sounds like I'm being cheap, but I try not to be, but I also want to live comfortably and keep doing my own thing. Fuck, where was I going with that? See, I keep losing myself, guys. I'm so sorry. This is when the podcast is the best, though. You know, fucking when I just start rambling on and on about shit. Somebody told me, one of my friends who's a huge football fan, I think commented on the podcast about he's a huge Ravens fan, Like, when he found out that the Ravens got knocked out from the playoffs, dude, he was just like in pain, laying on the floor asking, why is this happening to me, right? And this one guy's like, nah, the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl next year. Because I said next year it'll probably be like the Packers and the Ravens or something. It'll be like Packers versus Ravens. And this guy's like, the Packers aren't going to another Super Bowl. It's going to be the Steelers. I'm like, clearly you're fucking delusional. The Steelers used to be a good team. Who was that quarterback for the fucking Steelers? Hang on. Was it like Rothenberg or something? Steelers QB. Trying to see who they're... Okay, it looks like they got a new QB. Old quarterback. Oh, not logo. What the fuck? Roethlisberger, he retired, didn't he? He was pretty good, I would say. Like, he wasn't. As weird as it gonna sound, like I'm no better. Like I'm not in the NFL. I don't throw fucking hundreds of yards a game. But as a quarterback, like I just feel maybe because he wasn't the best in his franchise. I have no idea, man. But I'm gonna be straight up with you. He just never stuck out to me, right? Like there's so many quarterbacks that stick out. And like Jordan Love, I was just talking about this on the last podcast. This dude literally got mocked because I was one of them. I'm like, fuck, dude, he might not be a good quarterback. The franchise may have picked a bad fucking quarterback. Because when he would get off the bench, he wouldn't throw well. He threw a lot of interceptions, and every time we took him off the bench, he lost the game. But when he came in this year, full time for the Packers, Jordan Love, he for sure proved a lot of people wrong, and he really stuck out this year. I've never even like heard of Roethlisberger. We're just gonna call him Burger. I've never even heard of Burger, unless like I knew that we were playing him that Sunday, and it's like, oh, it's like no, like the Browns have more credit in the past 3 years than I think he has his entire career. Again, I'm just shit talking. I don't throw fucking hundreds of yards a game in the NFL. I'm not even in the NFL. But, like, could you imagine? Maybe I would probably stick out more than he probably would, probably. I'm just talking shit completely out of my ass. Completely out of my ass. Maybe in my prime, I'm no longer really a fast runner anymore. I discovered that I could run a 13-minute 2-mile. But afterwards, I got shin splints. Holy fuck. I'm more in just the weightlifting, man. I can't do the fucking... I can't do cardio, bro. I really can't. Ugh. Cardio is literally the death of me. And I know that's, like, embarrassing to say because, like, everybody's like, everybody should be able to run. Like, who's that one guy who says, you gotta carry the boats? God, what's his name? David Goggins. Yeah, him. Like, I look up to that man. Like, seriously, but on a real note, it's like, I don't know, man. How many Americans are just running for the fuck of it? I think he just runs now because it's the character he created on social media, you know? Like, me, I'm trying to step back from some of the shit I say, like, because I don't, like, I'm trying to better myself as a person. So I don't know if I would say that, but I'm trying to better myself as a person, but I think even he takes days off, you know? Like, how do we know he's not jumping inside a pool and then just getting out and running on the street being like, I ran 13 miles this morning, sweating my ass off, but he's not really sweating his ass off, you know? He just got out of the pool. And then once he's done, like, with that little clip, him and his fucking partner laugh like, damn, I can't believe they still believe I do this. But then again, he's a Navy SEAL, so what do I believe in anymore, you know? I'm currently clipping a bottle cap ring. But, like, not fully. I'm just making, like, little slits in it, you know? There was this one girl at the gym the other day. I was warming up. And I'm trying to get back into wearing pump covers and all that good stuff. Only because people kind of stare at me now. And I don't like being stared at. At least by people like that. And, like, to be honest, it's because, like, I would love a cringy gym relationship. But, like, I don't know. People... Now I know why females get uncomfortable as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if a female makes you uncomfortable, it's like, stop being a bitch. You know? Because, like, in my mind, I don't know if they're judging me or if they're fucking... You know what I'm saying? I don't know, like, what they're thinking. So I guess, like, that's maybe why I get a little self-conscious. But she comes up to me, she goes, are you using this? I'm like, well, I just got here because I walked in with you. Yes, I'm using this, but you can work in with me. She said, okay, cool. She proceeds to swap out the equipment I was using, so, like, the handlebars for lat pull-downs, which is fine. But she'd even, I'll work with whatever grip you give me. Maybe she just feels it better when she uses that one, so I wasn't going to judge. I get it. We're all different. And tell me why, like, she... You know, I'm warming up. We do, like... I do 2 sets, she does 2 sets. And then she goes, alright, I'm done. And she goes and works on biceps. what was the point of asking me if you're not going to work in and stay the whole fucking time? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that's just how she works out. But I guess, like, the big thing for me is, like, people are like, oh, imagine thinking doing 1,000,000 sets of this and this will make you bigger. No, but some people like me, I don't count sets. I normally don't count reps. My muscle memory just knows, like, when we hit 6 or 8. But I normally try to go above and beyond that, unless it's, like, super heavy, like 100 pounds in each hand. Because I genuinely love the pump. I love, like, my body takes a little bit longer to break down and get tired, so I just keep lifting. I just keep lifting and lifting and lifting until I can't lift no more. My body's shaking, I'm sweating, I'm tired. That's when I know I had a good workout. I can't do this 4 sets of 12 and get a good pump. Like, no matter, I've tried that. I have. And in fact, I feel like I get nothing out of that. I think that's why people, like, don't see progress in the gym, because they don't, like I said, I lift with that body part until I either get too tired or if I start using too much of another muscle group to lift it. So, like, when you're doing back rows, you should most definitely squeeze your back. But if your biceps start to hurt, you're using too much bicep. You're going to use a little bit of bicep no matter what you do, but the moment you start using too much is when you know you've gone too far. And you should really either switch the variation, lighten the weight, or move on to your next fucking muscle group. Because when you do back, you got traps, lats, and I don't remember what that fucking name is, but, like, when you do the rows, the lat pull downs, and your trap shrugs, right? And then, of course, you do your arm or whatever the fuck you do after that. Or, like, when you do chest, you got upper, middle, lower chest. You got 3 different muscle groups, you know? Switch it up a little bit. Basically what I'm saying is I don't fuck with set repetitions. I don't set with, like, how many reps. I go till I hurt, because I've come to realize from my training methods and who I am as a person, in order for me to see progress and growth, I need to just work my body till it hurts. You know? Break it down and fucking rebuild back up. And then obviously there's, like, times where I work it so hard that, like, I can't come back from that. Like, when I work legs, I'll do 2 leg days normally, but I'm taking a break from legs because my quads have gotten so thick that, like, I had to, like, donate all my other jeans and buy a new set of fucking jeans. When I do legs, for day 1 for legs, on, like, a Wednesday, I'll hit my front squats, my leg extensions, and calf work. But then my second leg day, which would be on, like, a Sunday, is back squatting with it on your back, RDLs, and leg crunches. Drawing blank on names for some reason. And I split those 2 up because I think it's very important that, like, especially with your legs, right? If your legs are, like, you could have sore arms and you could still go to the gym, right? But for me, if my legs are too sore, dude, I struggle at work. My work performance falls. I'm miserable. I have a hard time hitting the gym. And so, like, yes, I think your legs should be sore, but I also think that it passes a threshold to where when your legs are too sore, your main component of your body that moves the most, you know, you're gonna suffer, and so is your gains and your work life. And trust me, like, getting up and out of my truck, dude's a pain in the ass when my legs are sore. And people are like, oh, you're probably taking enough protein. Bullshit. You ask Claudia. My farts stink. Holy fuck. Phone's blowing up right now. God, dude. I'm not trying to be that guy, but fucking this person I met at school, just one of our family members is in the hospital, and, like, my heart goes out for them. I feel really bad, but it's like, please don't show me that. Like, I'm truly not trying to be disrespectful. That shit sucks. I'm sorry that you're going through that. But, like, you trigger other issues for people when you do that. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is looking pretty badass. I'm clipping this this bottle cap, and it looks like a Roman skirt. It looks like a Roman skirt, dude. That's why I got carried away. I was just talking. I'm sorry for anybody who's still listening to this podcast. I'm sorry if it got too boring for you. If you're not big into working out, I'm also sorry. Yeah, I'm drained, so I'm mentally drained right now. So I'm giving you guys what I got. I'm waking up every morning with motivation to do better, be better, stuff like that. God, what else happened this week? What else can I talk about this week? Dude, my asshole's raw, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I've been taking creatine. I think maybe that's the problem, or I don't know what's going on, man. But I'm fucking, like, I was shitting water, dude, and it was burning. Like, like when like when you're taking one of those shits where, like, you gotta put the phone down, and it makes you feel like you're on a roller coaster, dude. Like, that's literally what I was fighting with when I was taking a shit, and like all week. I have to put my phone down. Like, I don't watch anime, but there's this guy named Goku. I don't know. Probably just butchered a name. And like, when he starts screaming, that was literally me in the fucking toilet. Dude, this is pretty badass. It looks like a little Roman skirt. I'm taking a picture of this. It's so stupid, but I'm gonna throw it away, so I'm never gonna see it again. Oh, I dropped it. Fuck me. My apartment was super cold this morning, so I had to fucking I had to turn my heat on, which I was pretty upset about. It's like, damn, I dropped it again. I hate turning my heat on because I only turn it on for like one cycle, and then I'll turn it off for like the rest of the day. And then when I don't like, oh my god, if I drop this thing one more time, I just gotta place it down on my desk. Boom, fucking picture. There we go. God, what was I saying? Oh, I hate having the heat on at night, but I like being in layers. I think I'm gonna get a weighted blanket, because I like being in layers, and I get a little bit of nightmares sometimes, or quite a bit. I get a little bit of nightmares where I always feel like I'm drowning or suffocating, or I'm falling out of the fucking midair, and like that shit kind of annoys me. But I think if I get like a weighted blanket, I think it'll help me sleep a little bit more better at nighttime. And that's some real shit. Oh, how far are we in this? Oh, dude, we got fucking. I'll try pushing this podcast for 3 minutes. I'll check what's going on in the world for you guys today. How's that sound? All right, I'm gonna push this for the next 3 minutes. Yeah, I really want to make a new shirt though. That's like the hit markers from like Call of Duty or really any video game. I want to fucking do that with the word "cum shot" on the back. Oh my god, dude, that'd be so funny. I don't know why it would be, but I'd probably get a really good fucking laugh out of it. Let's see. Stephen Curry makes NBA history versus Lakers. Isn't Stephen Curry on the Lakers? I know nothing about basketball. I hate seeing shit like this on the main page. Like, Joe Biden's still president. I never thought I would be saying that in 2024, but hopefully he doesn't win this next election. About half Americans' new college graduates are working at high school level jobs. I don't tell you about that one. We're just going to drag this tab up here. This is a home for sale. Ooh. I'm going to start browsing like houses with you guys when I do this. 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Damn, this is actually really nice. Well, holy fuck. And this is, oh my god. Okay, the basement's kind of shitty. Oh, wait. That's just the front of the basement. It looks like it wraps around. Ooh, that tile, this whole room looks like, I feel nauseous now. Looking at this. Where is this? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to. Oh man, dude, I don't know. That's a. Ooh. Built in 1970. This is a nice house. Clearly, this house has been well kept. But where... I'm just going to copy and paste this address. Trying to find out how far this is. Directions. How far am I from this house? I will email them right now. That's a drive. That's a drive. But I think I might have to email that. I just want to see what this house looks like in person. I've been on a hunt for a house lately. No, did I get rid of it? Fuck me. Did I? No. No, take me back. What did I do? Fuck me. God damn it. Ugh. Ugh. What is this? Sorry, guys. Now I'm stuck on... Oh, my God. 1965. I think it's like... How long ago was that? That was... Oh, my God. It's older than my dad. That's all I gotta say. It's older than my dad. Holy shit. But how is this worth this much money? I don't know. Maybe I'm not trying to be like a dickhead, but like this, I feel like this is just way too small. Oh, you know what's fucked up? I moved these people's furniture. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, I moved this nightstand right here. You guys can't see what I'm looking at, and obviously I would never screen record this or take pictures because I wouldn't want you guys seeing the addresses and stuff and like the prices. But I moved all their furniture in. Dude, this kid had a wicked setup. So behind the story was the mom and dad got divorced and they moved from the city to where I live, and the dad stayed in the city, but the kid was kind of low-key spoiled, but they were the only kids, you know what I'm saying? And so his gaming setup was fucking ridiculous. He had 2 rooms, one for his gaming setup and one for his bedroom. And right now they took 2 pictures of it. Obviously, like, you know, it is what it is. But it's a nice little house for sure. But I don't see this, you know, I'm gonna drop the price. I don't see this being worth $200,000. Is that really just the economy we live in, bro? Like, oh my God. I have to call my insurance company. They jacked my shit up like $50, and I'm like low-key kind of upset. How is this a 4-bedroom house? Well, I guess that's a lot, isn't it? Maybe. I like looking at houses because I think, like, I like to see the interiors. That's why I really like doing move jobs. Oh, shit, this house is for sale, too? I also moved these people in. It was an older lady, but I knew she wasn't going to be there long because she had a hard time with stairs. And I told her, I said, if there's anything you need me to move, I'll come do it for free of charge. And she goes, thank you, Sonny, I appreciate it, but she never, like, gave me a call. Yeah, that's wild as fuck. I didn't realize that. That's not too bad, though. It's not too bad. Holy shit. It's like half my income for fucking... Oh my God, what a nice kitchen. Ugh, why would you have that kind of table for that? I don't know. I'm talking to myself now at this point, guys. I'm sorry. You guys always click off this podcast, but listen to my last house I'm looking at, I promise. Dude, this is a nice house. Okay, I would change that. I would change that door. I'm not a big fan of doors that don't have a peephole, and I also don't like doors where it has literally a whole ass window next to it. Like, just put the window on the door. Make the door bigger. I'm not fuck with the wallpaper either, but you always take that down. Dude, this house is... Oh my God, I might have to go see this one. Yeah, I would have to change out this carpet. My dad had the same carpet when we first moved into our house. So I'm assuming this is like probably built around at the same time. I'm also realizing a very similar wallpaper that they have, but this guy just never took his down. Oh my, dude, he's got a red and white checkered board floor. Oh my God. You guys remember that show that it's on the walls too. It's the tile. Oh, yeah, I would lowball this guy. And this carpet kind of looks not it either. Floor heating? The floor heating is very underrated. Like, yeah, you can get like central heating, but I prefer the floor. I think you get more more bang for your buck when you have floor heating. I've had both, and I think both are nice. But I'm going to be honest, for $300,000, this is a lot of this. The kitchen's nice. I would change the wall paint, but I mean, that's fine. That's an easy fix. And what also gets me too is this looks like this is the living room, but the fan's not centered to the room. And I think, like, to me, that would just, I don't know, man. It looks like it's too far over to the left, and I think it's going to throw off the lighting of the room. And that window is also in a weird spot. I would have shifted it over at least, by the looks of it, by 3 feet, so the window's centered in the room, so that way you're not always getting a glare, because no matter where you put that TV, you're going to get a glare unless you close those curtains or you tint the window. And then the fireplace is kind of cool. That's kind of like a den room. Nice. And I just... No washer and dryer, that's fine too, but I think that cubby is a waste of space, because you walk through the living room to get to the kitchen, and you pass the washer or the washer and dryer. So with that being said, I think, like, and then you got to replace the tile, get the wallpaper off. I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of, like, it's a nice house. It really is, but there's just a lot of work. Like, this key lime fucking pie color looking wall, I'm not fucking with that either. I would lowball this guy. Like, $240 right now, and you're losing money on that bitch. But, like, just think about the work I have to do. This motherfucker even took the stove out of the picture. He couldn't even, like, leave it in there for me to, like, get, like, a sense of what I want. I don't know. Nice house, good house, but for that, we're going to wrap up the fucking house looking here. I don't even know how I got I don't even know how I got here. Thank you everybody for listening in and tuning into the podcast. I can't remember what I talked about on this podcast, but I kind of wanted to get one out there today. And this was most definitely like more of a random podcast. I didn't write down any material for it. I just said, fuck it, I'm going to raw dog it. I'm doing good. Thank you for everybody who checked up on me, and I really appreciate it. There's a lot going on in life, and that's just kind of how it is. It's the stuff behind the scenes, and maybe one day I'll be comfortable enough to talk about it, but as of right now, I'm not. And just continue to respect both parties. Yeah. Also, if you are interested, if anybody's still listening to the podcast this far in, if you are still interested in getting a t-shirt, go ahead and just comment something down below, or you could always just shoot me an email. It's not hard to get a hold of my email through this fucking podcast, and I'll be more interested to hook you up with my friend for a t-shirt, or if you want a Nofilter Podcast t-shirt as well. I know I have a few people who want one, so there might be a little bit of a waiting list. I'm not too sure. But other than that, thank you everybody for listening into my podcast, and I will see you guys next time.